be here just filling in for today. Nick will be back next week, and he'll probably be able to continue throughout the rest of the year because, he said that there isn't any more WCGs or BlizzCons or any other events coming up in the near future. So Nick should be able to complete the remainder of Season 2 when he returns, starting off with next week. So, one other thing I do want to point out, as I've been mentioning earlier, on KOM TV, November the 13th and the 14th, that's a Thursday and Friday, 11 o'clock Korean time. So wherever you are in the world, it might be different for you, but 11 o'clock on Thursday and Friday, there will be the IESF. It's the International Esports Federation. They're going to have some games there that we will be televising here for both Sudden Attack as well as Warcraft 3. So there won't be any StarCraft, but I know a lot of people of RTS games are also fans of Warcraft 3 as well. And as I've heard, Moon, if you watch Warcraft 3, then you probably know that he's probably the best player in the world right now. He's just been dominating for years. He will be among those participating, so certainly the best of the best are going to be participating in this event. Sudden Attack, if you're unfamiliar with it, it is a FPS game, much like Counter-Strike, that is played online as well. That will also be featured at this event. So do check in with us Thursday and Friday to watch those matches as well. As for continuing on with today, of course, we've seen our first two matches. Both were Zerg versus Terran, and we're going to continue on now with a Protoss versus Zerg, as well as a Terran versus Terran matchup to finish everything up. And that's for the matchups that we have remaining. Among them, Bisu coming up, probably one of the top players in the world. Of course, he was formerly the world ranked number 1, and he's going to be taking on Calm coming up. Now, a lot of people would probably think that Bisu is going to be completely overmatching Calm, but actually, if you go to history and take a look at their previous matches against each other head-to-head, Calm is actually ahead 2-1. So don't just write him off just yet. He has been playing very well as of late. I guess you could. Some people would like to say that he upset Lomo in his previous matchup, but certainly had a good game against him. Actually, I was here to commentate that game as well, and quite enjoyed the play of Calm for that particular game. So I think this guy definitely has a lot of potential, and certainly has potential to win this game. So don't just write him off because he's ranked lower than Bisu. Taking a look at what they've been up to lately, let's take a look at what's been going on. Bisu, he lost in the quarterfinals of the Star League to Stork most recently. However, in the MSL, he has just recently advanced to the semifinals, so he's been on the up and up as of late as well. And in the 08-09 Pro League, he is currently 4-0, so playing very well. As for Calm, what's been up with him? In the Star League, he lost in the quarterfinals, and currently in the 08-09 Pro League, he is currently ranked at third with a record of 7-3. So definitely two players that are both doing some good stuff in various leagues. Let's see how they do against each other today. So, as we mentioned, 2-1, Calm with a lead on Bisu. Let's take a look at these players first, though. Here is Kim Taek-yong, also known as Bisu, and current ranking. Overall, he is up to 6th with 2 consecutive wins. His overall record, 180 wins to 117 losses. How does he do against Zerg? He is a Zerg killer. 63-32. That's right. He's got almost twice as many wins as losses against Zerg. Not to mention 8-2 in his last 10. It's 8-2 in his last 10. 6 consecutive wins as well against Zergs alone. So he has just been going crazy as of late. His opponent is going to be Calm, as I mentioned. And we're going to take a look at him in a moment. Let's take a look at Com as the camera is going to shift over to him. Oh, actually, you can see obviously lots of fans here in the studios. A very popular player is Bisu, and here's Com now. Here's opponent. Kim Yoon Hwan is his Korean name, and he's been doing very well as of late. His ranking up to 38th now after a couple of consecutive wins, knocking off Lomo in the previous round. And as I mentioned, he does hold a 2-1 record against Bisu head-to-head. 128 wins, 103 losses overall. See the players that he's defeated in Season 2. In Season 1, he lost to Odin 2-0. And let's take a look at Com in terms of his records versus Protoss. 34 wins, 28 losses for a 54.8%, 5-5 in his last 10 matches versus Protoss. They're saying, okay, these bars on the right, I guess that's for attack. They're giving him a 9.25. Defense, 7.25. Let's see if I can... Control was the fourth one on there. I have a better look at this. Got to improve my Korean for you guys to tell you what he's being rated by those up in the know of what is going on. All right, well, we've had a look at both the players. They're both in the studios, ready to go. And I'm looking forward to this. Protoss versus Zerg, obviously, a lot of different things can happen in this matchup. Usually, when you see Terran versus Zerg, it's pretty traditional what's going to happen. It's going to be Mutalisks coming out, and then, Marines versus the science vessels later on. So, generally speaking, it kind of follows a script. I think with Protoss versus Zerg, obviously, different storylines can occur from this, and I'm looking forward to this. So, here we go. It's going to be Bisu versus Com. Let's go.
.com is now online.
Okay, we are underway, and here is Bisu down at 5 o'clock in the white, and with the red threads is Com up at the 11 o'clock corner, opposite of Bisu. Here's Bisu. He's fashioning a different hair look as of late. And look at those eyes just burning through from Com. Very focused. This is a match that he would love to win. He's a very established player by all means, but, he wants to be able to beat the best. And Bisu is certainly one of those people who would probably be seen as a better player than him. But keep in mind that Com has defeated Bisu twice in past. Bisu starting off with the pylon, and then scouting out with the probe. Com sending his overlord down, as expected, of course. Based on the positioning of that pylon, nothing out of the ordinary for Bisu as of yet. But he is going to come up and scout out to see what Com is up to in the early going. Com going straight to the spawning pool and then extractor. And Bisu there to have a peek. Probe trying to do some harassment by Bisu. And he's going to start on his forge for an early expansion. Going to go to a fast nexus eventually. Trying to slow down the drones from extracting from the extractor. And it looks like Com should be ready to upgrade. Not going to. He's going to bring out Zergs first. Zerglings. Looks like he's going to do the speed upgrade for the Zerglings. Six Lings going after the probe. Bisu wants to keep that alive as long as possible, of course, to see what Com is going to be up to. Now that speed upgrade has been made, Com taking those drones off of the Vespian gas. And already starting off with some cannons is Com. And as the probe is chased away, Com goes back to getting some Vespian gas. Look at Bisu's control there. Still unable to get rid of that probe. Keeping that probe alive as long as possible. Going straight to a Hydralisk den is Com. He's going fast, making that den pretty quick. Meanwhile, Bisu's already got his second Nexus up. Speed upgrade complete for the Zerglings. And the Hydralisk den is up and complete. Cybernetics core started off by Bisu. Zerg Protoss usually pretty slow in the early goings of the game, unless the Protoss goes for a proxy gateway or a cannon rush of sorts, but not the case in this match right now. Com taking a look at the main base of Bisu. Not much there, of course, because he's building everything on the natural expansion. One Zealot out. And Bisu going straight to that Stargate. While they pull out some Corsairs to go hunting for some Overlords. And the Hydralisks there to protect those Overlords. Predicting that, of course. Keep in mind, though, Com, he went to that den pretty early, and that's probably going to slow down his macro game somewhat, unless he's going to go for some kind of an early push here. 3 cannons, and Zerglings do have their speed upgrade. 8 Zerglings and 7 Hydralisks. Those Hydralisks look like they've got their speed upgrade as well. And look at this. Pushing in. Going for a push. The Hydralisks are there. 6 plus 8 Zerglings. Forced to pull back, however, with the cannons and the Dragoon out as well. But he's going to go for it. He's going to try to knock off one of those cannons. He does get one and then backs off. He's trying to micro back. Gets rid of one of the Zealots. And now the probe's forced to come out. Bisu's forced to use the probes. He's losing a lot of probes. Probes are getting taken out here. Quite a few of them. Com doing a good job here. Keep that alive. And now forced to build some more cannons. Bisu can't be happy about losing that many probes. Forced to build a bunch more cannons. Five Hydralisks there. And as the cannons are completed, Com's probably going to have to back off. Bisu trying to go after the Overlords now. Bisu doing everything he can to micro with those probes, trying to slow down Com's attack. He's losing a ton of probes right now. Templar Archives up. Bisu definitely upgrading this does actually go to late game, then Calm might be in some trouble. Bisu just trying to hold off this barrage right now. Bisu trying to get as many overlords as he can. Dark Templar's out there. Dark Templar, he knows it's there, but it's going to be have some free reign for a while. Taking some hits right now is the Templar. The Overlord's there to spot it. He's got to keep that Dark Templar alive. Meanwhile, one Templar did sneak past. He's probably going to need at least another Hydralisk there. It's been spotted. Does have an Overlord on the main. And Bisu's going to be pretty ineffective with that Templar. There's no way out. He's going to need maybe a shuttle to get out of there, but right now, Bisu's got nowhere to go. He's got to get rid of some more of those Overlords, but just can't right now because Calm's ready with all those Hydralisks there. Oh, one kill. He's been spotted, however. 2 kills. 2 kills for the Dark Templar. And is still out of the range of that Overlord. Now it's been spotted. Bisu doing a good job of microing around. And it just does get it. The extra range works out for Calm. And once again, trying to use the Corsair there as a distraction to sneak another Dark Templar by, and he is able to do so. Archon there as well for Bisu, while Calm is upgrading to Aspire. Bisu just backed into a defensive mode right now. He's got to gather up some units. His unit count is way down. He'd like it to be higher. Actually, Calm's is lower as he's lost another Overlord. Not much going now. Kim Taek-young. Bisu with that Dark Templars scouting around a bit, making sure that Calm is not expanded, which he has not. Neither player expanding, and there's the robotics facility. You know, you'd think that Bisu might go with the shuttle. If he can get a shuttle up and do a drop with the Dark Templar, then probably be a little more effective. However, the Spire is there for Calm to perhaps counter that. And it looks like Bisu is ready to push out a bit. And now, sunken colonies being built by Calm. Dark Templar, just as the Overlord comes out, good timing there for Calm. Bisu pushing in there. The Dark Templar gets through to the main. The Sunkens aren't up yet, and could be in some trouble here. And Calm does know that the Dark Templar is in on the main. He's trying to micro those drones around, using the drones to kill the Templar. Good micro there by Calm. Bisu doing some damage here on the natural expansion of Calm, however. All the Zealots are gone, but that Archon doing some good damage. Finally taken out, but GG. He's just simply lost too many. And there's the game. Bisu with the push. Calm just a little too slow on those sunken colonies, and lost too many units there in the end. that Archon doing a ton of damage as he finally takes him down. Calm also unable to expand. Considering the number of cannons that Bisu had built, he kind of backed into a defensive corner, but could not expand still, despite the defensive position that Bisu had taken. So, I think coming down to the Dark Templar being able to sneak that out a couple of times, having just so many cannons there, Calm just couldn't get through. He made the den pretty early. I thought, like I said, it slowed down his macro. His unit count was quite low after losing the Overlord. He was actually in the minus, down to 31 units, where he could have had quite a few more. And in the end, certainly paid the price for it. But the first round on Destination goes to Bisu. The second round, of course, is going to be on Neo Requiem. And we'll see if Calm has something up his sleeve.